Hello, everybody. We're here to talk about dynamics today. And dynamics refers to the volume, which is how loud or soft you're playing your music. Options can go from very soft to very loud. Now, there's two main words involved with dynamics. One is piano, one is forte. Piano is not referring to the instrument you play. As opposed to that, it's referring to the word soft. And the opposite of that, forte, is a word that is defined by calling it loud. There is more than just piano and forte, soft and loud. We can also make our dynamics medium soft and medium loud, or moderately soft and moderately loud, by adding the word mezzo, M-E-Z-Z-O. So if we take the word mezzo and put it in front of piano, we're now calling it moderately soft or medium soft or kind of soft. And on the flip side, if we put mezzo in front of forte, now we're talking about moderately loud or medium loud or kind of loud. All right. So, mezzo piano would be a little bit louder than piano because piano is soft, but mezzo piano is kind of soft. And the opposite for forte is loud and mezzo forte is kind of loud. So it's almost as loud as forte. But wait, there is more. We could add a suffix to these words, issimo, and that adds the word very to your definition. So if we take piano, turn it into pianissimo, we're making it very soft. And we can also take issimo and add it to forte, which gives us fortissimo, and that means very loud. So the very is more on the outer edges. So if you have something that's loud, you could make it louder by making it fortissimo. And if you have something that's soft piano, you would actually make it softer by adding issimo. Now we've got a lineup here of dynamics from left to right that goes from soft to loud. And double P, pianissimo, would be very soft. Moving along to the right, the next one is P equals piano, and that's just soft. MP is a little bit louder. It's called mezzo piano, and that's medium soft. Now we flip into the forte side of the chart, and that's mezzo forte, MF, which means medium loud, followed by forte, which is just loud, and lastly fortissimo, double F, which is very loud. Now this chart here is just a different way to look at it. If you want to take a screenshot of this, has a list of all the different dynamics, plus a couple we're going to talk about in just a second. And that second is here. So now we've got something I call gradual dynamics. Mezzo piano and forte, those are all dynamics that you're just going to be at. Here we are. We're going to be mezzo piano right now. But gradual dynamics is getting from one dynamic to another gradually. So a crescendo is to gradually get louder. All right. It's notated with two lines that start off as a point and then slowly separate it from each other. And they end up looking bigger at the end than it did at the beginning. Bigger in terms of volume is louder. So it's showing you to get louder, to make your sound bigger gradually. It could be from mezzo piano up to forte. It could be forte to fortissimo. Whatever it is, you're starting at one volume and you're getting louder. The flip side of that is decrescendo, the anti-crescendo, the backwards crescendo. It's also called a diminuendo. If you go from two lines starting separated and then they come together and eventually meet in a point, all right, that is a decrescendo. It means to get softer, to get smaller. If you get smaller dynamically, you are getting softer. Now, there are some more dramatic dynamics. You could have 3 Fs or 4 Fs or 5 Fs, 3, 4, or 5 Ps, something that contemporary composers like to do. In the end, the more Ps, in theory, I guess, the softer you're supposed to be, but the more Fs, the louder you're supposed to be. But in all reality, all of your dynamics are relative to each other. So if you have music that starts at mezzo forte and it goes down to mezzo piano, piano, double P, triple P, quadruple P, quintuple P, it just means that the 5 Ps is going to be the softest that you're going to play in that song. And the loudest you're going to play is mezzo forte. You want to relate your dynamics to each other within the piece and within the type of piece that you're playing. All right. So, just realize that when you're playing, there's not one specific volume that each of these dynamics defines. And finally, I've got a little chart here on dynamics on a 1 to 10 basis. Realize I have written here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different dynamics in a 10-point scale. And I showed you kind of like, where you could line up each of these